Guys who are gonna, for you guys out there, I'm Ken. I'm a purple belt at the academy and love every minute of my training there. And I've been fortunate enough to have Professor Finnie as my professor, and Professor Roy and Gary and Julie and Matt and Nate, and I can go down the list, everybody. And I'm also a strength and conditioning coach for what I do for a living. And I'm glad that I can help out and offer some classes for you guys. We're going to do Tuesday, Thursdays at noon. And today we're just going to stick with some body weight stuff. I don't know what everyone has at home. So we all have our body, and there's plenty of things we can do. One of the things I explain to my new clients when I train them is if you can't manipulate your body weight, you shouldn't be throwing weight around anyway. So we've got to learn to be able to stabilize and move our own bodies first before we load it. So I've got 5 things we're going to do for our warm-up, and then the workout's going to consist of 8 exercises for a minute apiece, and then we're going to rest, and we're definitely going to get through 2 times, depending on how much time it takes and where we're at. We may do a 3rd set if you guys are still got your wits about you and not dying out there. It shouldn't be too bad, but it should be challenging. The idea is if your level of fitness is here, the workout should be here. There's no skill in making a workout super hard and trying to make people throw up. The skill is in, if you're here, the workout should be a little bit above where you're at. Okay, so first exercise we're gonna do for our warm-up is called an inchworm, all right? You're gonna have your hands on the floor if you can. If you need to bend the knees a little bit, that's okay. You're just gonna walk yourself out 5 times. You can even drop the hips to the floor to stretch that hip flexor and your psoas, and then you're gonna walk yourself back up. Again, nice and slow and controlled, okay? So I'm gonna do them all with you. We gotta get 5. You can even turn to the left and to the right. Remember, our warm-ups are meant to be slow and steady, and we eventually gradually build up to intensity and speed and all that, okay? Got 2 more. We're just kind of warming up our calves, our hamstrings, our shoulders, our trunk. You can hang in here a little longer if you need to stretch a little more of things, okay? Okay, for the next one, from a kneeling position or a crouch position, what we're gonna do is we're gonna I'll step my right leg forward with my hand on the floor, and I'm gonna turn to the ceiling towards my lead leg, right? And then I'll come back. Just kind of sit and then come back out, right? If it's difficult to sit back like a catcher, I mean, just however you need to be to make it work. Don't force your body to move in a way it's not comfortable just yet. So we're gonna get 5 each side. And I'm dropping that back leg to stretch that hip flexor again. 1 more. Good. Go this way so you guys can see me. So now I'm going to step my left foot, drop my hip, turn, plant the hand, come back. The idea with mobility and warm-ups, especially before we're going to work out, is we don't want a static stretch. You want to hold the stretch for a second or 2 and then release it. It's called active isolated stretching. If we static stretch too hard before we work out, we can kind of shut things down. So we don't want to do that. We want to keep everything moving. Next thing is your cat-cow. So your cow is to really drop your hips and draw on your belly button, and then your cat is to raise and tuck. Okay, so we're gonna get 10 of those. Again, nice and slow. You can even in that cat stretch twist left and right a couple times and then go down. And that will just help expose Maybe one side's a little tighter than the other. Really good, really good. One more for me. All right, guys. Next one. We're gonna do what's called a 90-90 sit. Some people call these tie sits also. If you need to, you could sit back and just rotate your hips. Get a little bit of an angle so you guys can see, okay? If you're able to, and you can sit up, and just keep your hands up and rotate. So we're gonna go 10 times, 5 to the left and 5 to the right. If it burns your abs or is too hard to sit up on your own, again, put those hands down as you do those rotations, okay? I forgot what number I'm at, so I'll just do 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right? All right, guys, last one for our warm-up. We're gonna do a crab reach. And I'm trying to give you guys some things that you may not normally do. Cat-cow's pretty popular, but some other stuff just with some movement. And all this stuff really addresses that hip complex, hamstrings, hip flexors, you know, our rotators. So it's important to work that stuff. They tend to get overlooked. So we're gonna do a crab reach. So left hand is down. I'm gonna bridge up and just reach with my right arm towards my left and come back, right? We're gonna get 5 each way. Again, lift slow, hold, stretch it. Each one, try to go a little bit further. Exhale as you come up. Inhale as you come down. Nice. Excellent. Let's go the other way. So I got my right hand down. I'm gonna bridge up and reach. I'm really squeezing those glutes. Just another way to activate our glutes. The main stabilizer of our entire leg. Again, hold it a little extra if you need to. Get a little extra stretch, but don't force it. All right. So I'm going to get the time. Like I said, we've got 8 exercises. We're going to kind of go from a lower body to an upper body to a lower body to maybe a trunk. And you should be familiar with a few of these, but I'm hoping there's a few that you may not be, and you can add it to your arsenal of working out. All right, so ready? We're going to do something called a Swat Check. So I'm going to hop wide and squat low and slow, and then quick in the middle. All right, if it burns a lot, reduce that range of motion a bit. All right, here we go. I got the time. And go. 60 seconds. Make sure we're breathing. Inhale as I go down. Exhale, come on. And we're not looking to get a whole bunch, you know, just how many ever we can get. Get good range of motion. We want to keep a sustainable pace. We're not trying to go super fast. We're going to try to go right into every exercise. If you need to stop at any time, feel free, okay? We got about 10 seconds with this one. Time, good. Next one, guys. A push-up with a rotation. So we'll be right here. You'll do a push-up and then turn, okay? Push-up and then turn the other way. If that's too hard, you can stay on your knees and do the push-up, but then do the rotation, staying on your feet. And if that's too hard, just do the rotations, okay? You can always modify. There's always ways to keep moving besides just stopping outright, okay? All right, got the timer. Here we go. 1 minute, Push up and rotate. Keep those abs tight. Try to turn that full 90 degrees. Make sure you got your water nearby. Grab it at any time you need it. Again, nice and controlled. I want to make sure my trunk is strong. I want to be doing push-ups down here and turning, okay? Keep my middle solid. And that's time. All right, next one, we're gonna go into a side lunge. We're gonna alternate legs, okay? Ready, go. So side step, load your hip, come back, and go the other way. All right, you gauge the depth. Go as low as comfortable. Think to stretch that inner thigh. I step with my right. I'm pushing up with mostly, if not all, that right leg. And all the left leg. Some people like shift and sway to get up. Step, most of it is off that stepping leg. That makes it more effective. Time. Next, we're gonna go into our bicycle abs. So we're right here. Okay, go. Support your head, but don't pull on your head. Elbow to knee. Hopefully you guys are burning it out there. My heart rate's thumping. I got my heart rate monitor on. If you have some form of metric you can use for your workouts, heart rate's one of them. That's great. About 15 more seconds. Come on. Let's burn it. Keep those shoulders off the floor. Really burn that ab. Time. Forgive me if I go over by a few seconds. Next one's a flare. Kind of a fun exercise. What we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of be in a single leg down dog. And what you're gonna do is my right leg's down. I'm gonna jump up with my right and just land on my left, keeping my right leg up this time. So again, working shoulders, trunk, a little bit of calves for the jump. Let's get it going, all right, guys, come on. So jump and lift, land. Don't jump too hard and go over your head. We're not trying to do a handstand either. Just putting that tension on all of my arms that whole time until the other leg lands. And this one is very unexpectedly an ab burner and a leg burner. 10 seconds. All right. 5 down, 3 to go. We're gonna hip march. So what that entails is I'm up on one hip, I lower my right leg and lift my left leg with no dip or change in the height of my hips, okay? We're gonna maintain that height. That shows that we're maintaining that hip stability. All right, here we go. 60 seconds. If you want the hands on the floor, that's totally fine. I'm putting all that pressure through my heels. I'm keeping my toes up to exaggerate the fact that there's no weight of this distribution going through my toes. It's all heels. And that gives you a good burn in that butt. Again, these are a little harder than they look. Don't underestimate the body weight exercises. And doing things for a minute is tough. But this will help give you that cardiovascular response through your resistance training. A few more seconds. Time. Good job, guys. 2 more to go. Next one. I saw this exercise fairly recently. Fell in love with it. It's called a Dolphin Press. So you're going to be in a plank. What you can do is you're going to push with your shoulders and raise your hips as if you're going into a down dog and drop. Okay? And we're just going to kind of pike up and down from our elbows and forearms. All right? Let's get to it for a minute. Pike up and down. Inhale as you come down. Exhale as you come up. If the press gets too hard, just stay here in a plank. Or stay up here for a second. Go hard for you. And I'm pushing with my shoulders as my forearms anchor the floor. So this is a good shoulder burn and an ab burn. Time. Last one before we get to take a rest. Floor wipers. My hands are palms down at the side, legs up. And I'm going side to side. Okay, don't let the legs touch the floor. Don't let the legs come apart. You need to bend your knees. That works as well. Okay, so go ahead. I started the time. Inhale, lower. Exhale, come to center. Inhale, exhale, okay? Breathe with how you move, and that can delay fatigue quite a bit. Your heart rate will still be high, but over time it won't be overwhelming. It'll allow you to continue. And time, good. All right, let's take that breather. Take about a minute. If you have a towel, you're sweating a little bit like I am, grab that. Make sure you have water to keep you hydrated. I hate getting that cotton mouth. Let's see. Is anybody? Nope, no one's typed in anything yet. So we're doing good, guys. This is tough. It's got my heart rate up. I'm an old guy, but I'm at 141. So for me, that's 220. That's about in the upper 70%. And the reason I plan stuff like this that's continuous for a few minutes, you know, when we grapple, unless we're competing, we roll 5 or 6 minutes, unless we're doing specialized tournaments. But, you know, you roll with someone in open mat, we're going 20, 30 minutes sometimes, you know? So this will help that. This will help with that work capacity. And that's what we want. All right, we got about 15 seconds. So we're going to start over at the top, squat jacks. All right, guys, ready? If you're just joining us, hang in there. We already did one round. Ready, squat jacks. So jump wide, low, and slow, quick in the middle. Basically a jumping jack with squat attitude at the bottom. If you're in an apartment on the second or third floor, stay nice and light. Don't disturb your neighbors. I've got a floating basement floor, so it makes a lot of noise if I'm not being quiet. That's it. Inhale here, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Burn those legs, burn those legs. Doing great. A few more seconds, almost there. Good. Time. Next, we go right into that push-up with rotation. Like I said, you can do the push-ups on your knees, but then make sure you come up to your toes to do the rotation. If doing the push-ups are too hard, just do the rotations. There's still a benefit there. Okay, go ahead. Time has started. A few more seconds, about 10. Good, time. Okay, we're up on our feet, into our side lunges. Go. Remember, load that hip. Load my right hip, push off the right leg. Load the left, push off the left. Halfway there. Let's go, burn. A few more seconds. Time. All right, into our bicycles. Go. Remember, don't crank on your neck. Your hands are lightly supporting your neck. You're turning at your torso. Time. All right, flares. Flares. Sorry guys, I didn't aim this one. Someone else did. All right, jump, lift. Try to keep the legs as straight as you can. Up and down. Yeah, these are harder than they look. Good. Time. On our backs. Hip march. Hips up. Go. Raise and lower the leg without any drop in the hip. Push through your heels. Hip up as high as you can. Heart rate's at 162. That's up there. $15 seconds. Time. All right, another hard one. Got that Dolphin Press. Go, we're in a plank. And we're piking up on the hips. Push through the shoulder. Good job. Time. One more. Floor wipers. Hands shoulder height, palms down. And we're lowering the legs to the floor. Go. Don't let the feet come apart. You can bend your knees. Keeping the legs straight. It's too hard. Remember, go hard for you. Ten more seconds. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Time. All right. My heart rate is at 160. Let's take a break. We're going one more time, all right? Let's go. This is my workout for the day. May as well be your guys's too. Let's see if anyone's chimed in. You're welcome, Sam. Yeah, one more time. Hopefully you got the time to finish it through with me. The good thing about fitness is anything you do differently than what you normally do will create a training effect, whether helping boosting your cardio, your strength. So I do more weights and explosive training, so this is a good shake-up for my workout routine as well. All right, about 30 more seconds. Oops, I can't type. All right, guys, let's get going. Last one. All right, let's push through. This is the one that makes us better. Here we go. Squat jacks. You need to stop for a couple seconds. So up to you. You'd be better off if you could push yourself and keep going. Trust me, guys. I want it to stop at the end of that second one. But I need this. World Masters is in August. And I plan on it being a go. So I want to be ready. It's not that far away. It's in August. Looking at about 16 weeks. Time, good. It's not that much time. I got a few extra pounds to lose. So I may need those extra weeks to help get my weight back down a little bit. I'm only a couple pounds over. I didn't go completely off the bandwagon, but let's go. Push up and rotate. Just do what you can do. Now 10 seconds. Time. All right. Side lunges. Let's go. Go. Come on. Strong. Strong mind. Strong body. No matter how tired you are, always maintain proper, not perfect form as best as you can. 10 seconds. Time, good. Bicycles. Ready, set, go. Ooh, time. Good burner now. That burned since the first set, now in the third set. Woo! All right, flares. Let's get to it. Yeah, for a second I thought I skipped something. Time. All right, hip bridge with the march. Ready, go. Remember, pushing through the heels. Hips stay high, or as high as they can be. Fifteen more seconds, let's go. Come on, burn, burn. Keep a sustainable pace. Don't go fast in the beginning and die at the end. Time. All right, two more. 2 minutes, we're done. Dolphin Press. I like this. I hate it now. Ready, guys? Go for it. Push through those shoulders. I'm all sweaty, slipping on the mat. Few more seconds. Time. Awesome, guys. Last minute. Floor wipers. Hang in with me. Here we go. Let's go. Burning me. Should be burning you. Modify however you have to so you don't stop moving. "15 seconds, and we're done." And time. Woo! Awesome. That was good for me. 162 for my heart rate. My age predicted, excuse me, my age predicted max heart rate's 175. So to be at 162, it's about upper 80s, low 90%. Although I know my heart rate is better than that general estimate. So I'm probably in reality in the low to mid 70th% of my heart rate, which is still good. You guys have heard of orange theory. That's the concept of their gym is heart rate training. The orange zone is that zone of like, I think 65 to like 80% of your heart rate. So if you can stay in that zone for most of the workout, that's the concept of their training. And it's good, it's circuit training. And it's great for building up your lung capacity and great for conditioning. But like everything, we should always mix our workouts up. We shouldn't do just strength training or just explosiveness or just yoga or just Pilates or just spinning class. Like, we're going to try to incorporate as many of those training regimens into our repertoire so we just get better overall. Which, as jiu-jitsu athletes, we're not really cardio athletes. We're more like strength endurance and explosive. So don't get me wrong, cardio is good. A good base of cardio will help you recover in between your strength and your explosive training sessions. But if you only do cardio and you're subjected to a hard, just a heck of a grinding of a grappling match, you're going to go anaerobic real fast and your body's not used to doing that. And that's where this stuff will help with that. So make sure we stay hydrated. We want to drink at least half of our body weight in ounces of water a day. So if I'm 200 pounds, I need to drink a minimum of 100 ounces of water. If I'm active, it could go up to 65, even 70% of that number. So the old adage of 64 ounces of water, that's good for a 128-pound person that's not active. All right, so we want to try to get at least half of our body weight in ounces of water a day. And looks like Sam signed off. So guys, if you weren't doing live, I appreciate you even doing this on the retake on YouTube, and maybe you're watching on Facebook. If you have my contact info, please shoot me information of workouts you might want to try, want me to plan for you. We're going to stick to like body weight stuff, maybe a single dumbbell, improvise with weights, like a backpack. If we don't have bands, we can use t-shirts for stretching. Just use obviously an old t-shirt. And that's all I have for you guys. So if anybody wants to type in something, if you're live but I didn't see you, that's great. Be happy to answer any more questions. No, great workout. I know I felt it. So hopefully that meant that you guys do too. All right, guys. Hopefully we'll see you on the mat soon. We can get over the whole stay-at-home stuff and we can get back and roll. So stay safe, and we'll see you on Thursday, noon, same time. Later.